Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and I'm here with day 1 of the best of 30 days of sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. And I am so excited. This is season 1 through 9. All of these sketches were selected by the people who do the hop as their favorites. And so this one right here is by Laura Whitaker. And she's one of, I believe, the faves that a lot of us really enjoy scrapping. She creates some awesome layouts or sketches. And I've decided to use this Summer Road Trip by Recollections paper pad. And I've pulled in a montage of different things. Miss Grossman, some Sticko. These are Paper House Productions. And then there's another set of Stickos back there, which I don't end up using. I can only use one or the other of those because one's gold-based and one is silver. And then I have these really cool stamps. I just got these at Michael's. They're buy one, get one half off right now. And this little circular bit that she's got on here looks kind of like a coffee stain. And that's what I was looking for. But I found this and I loved this one too. And the reason I loved it the most is because it looks like a flat tire, and that's what the pictures I'm documenting are. So I'm scrapbooking the beach 2022 this month. I believe I've picked pictures for every layout, so let's see how this goes. So I went through my paper pad and picked my pictures. Now I'm going to apologize in advance. The lighting is wonkadoo because I'm trying to get things adjusted. We're moving and so the light that I normally have that kind of cancels out that extra shadow is not here because the shelf it was sitting on is gone. So I'm still fiddling with the best way to do lighting until I get moved into a new place. So here I am matting my pictures on a scrap, which was my goal for 2022, and so far so good. So I matted 3 of these little 2x2.5s on that blue like map paper. It has like maps and camping gear and just travel things. And then the last picture of when it finally gets put on, the tire gets put on the car. My daughter's standing in the background with her hands in the air like woohoo. I matted that on brown paper and then on that camping paper and then again on the brown. And this is also a scrap I had created, and it's got simple stories, going places, stencil on there. You can see it. And I had painted it for a layout before with some inks. I couldn't tell you what. I would assume that it was one of the brown shades, but I can't really tell, and I couldn't even tell you what layout that was for. It's been a while. So I am now measuring how big my pictures are going to be standing tall so that I know how long I need to make my paper. And I did end up making it 10 by 3.5. And then I pulled this border strip from the paper pad. And I know it is the same pattern, but where it meets up is going to be broken up with that little strip right there on the right. And so I'm just kind of seeing how this looks and if I like it. And that's when I decided to pull the brown out and triple matte that last picture. I will admit to you all that today is June the 1st. I'm actually doing this in the middle of the evening, like almost midnight on June the 1st. And normally I try and get these up first thing in the morning, but it's been the craziest month, and May has been crazy. So June kind of jumped in there without my knowledge, so I was not prepared. But that's okay. I don't mind doing them day of or even that evening. I don't even mind doing them late, but I really do like getting them up early. So anyway, so I've marked where my paper cluster is going to go so that I don't waste a bunch of mixed media. And so I'm now using the Vintage Photo by Tim Holtz Distress Oxide. And then I also use some Walnut Stain. And then after the brown goes on there, I pull out the Hickory Smoke. I felt like these were some good colors. The brown goes really well with the paper. There's some gray in there, and I thought we're pulled over on the side of this, gray road, and so I wanted to have some black, some gray, and then these browns. So I add that hickory smoke, and I kind of do some just swirly bits and then just pat that down in a few places where I know the stamping is going to go, because I want it to have a little bit of some color back there, and then I add some up there in the top right corner where the title and another stamp's going. So like I said, I got these at Michael's, their Recollections brand, and I really enjoy, I mean, there's a lot of florals and hearts and stuff on here, and I love that. But this one I just thought looked like a flat tire, and so I thought this would be perfect for this layout. So I used that, and I accidentally dropped it and left a mark, but I didn't mind. There actually is a little bit of a ring on hers down further, so it worked out just fine. And so I put those on in the places that she has hers, and then I just get the paper cluster that I'm gonna put together, that I've put together over here, and I just flip that upside down and ink off the page with it. No point in getting ink elsewhere. So, and then I'm just putting little extra stamps down just to give it a little bit more here and there. And you can see a little bit of that stamp I just stamped off. And then I use the stamp pad on a piece of acetate with the black soot, and I just use a watercolor paintbrush and get a little of that ink on there and tap it out. So I get the splatters on there in that black, which is the black soot, which is what color I used to ink the flat tire look. So, and I like the way that looks, and it adds a little bit more of that same color from the stamp. So now I'm just building this. I had already kind of put it together to make sure it looked good, but now I'm actually attaching it and trying to line everything up. And I'm an eyeballer, you all, so if things are a little off, well, it's okay. But when I lay this down on this grid paper, it pretty much, I mean, it's a smidge uneven, but considering I eyeball things, I think it's pretty darn close. So I get all of that tacked down, and I use my adhesive to tack it into the paper. And the paper does have some mixed media, so I think off camera I may have used some Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. And then I get my pictures down, and I want to make sure that they're pretty evenly spaced. And then the bottom one, like I said, is bigger. So earlier today, the very first sketch video I watched was Ronnie Sue Scrapper. I love her. And she had a bigger picture in the middle of hers that kind of came out further to the right. And I love that. I thought that was so cool. But I had already printed these pictures, and they're all the same size. So this was kind of my idea to emphasize this last picture as being the main focal point was when the tire got put on, and all, you know, it was, everything was good. So I just matted it multiple times, so it made it a little bigger. So that was my way of kind of doing that, because I loved the idea that she had to do that. So I have pulled out these Sticko travel stickers, and she's got a tag coming out, and I didn't want to put the tag the way that she has it, because then it would have been upside down and you wouldn't see the word. So I just overlapped it with that top corner. It just says travel, and it's got a little tag on there. And I just add like this little arrow from the Paper House Productions. And then I was going to put this little car here, and I changed my mind, and it tore the little travel. There's like a little fake, ribbon or something coming out and from the thing, so it doesn't have a empty tag hole. And I tore a little piece of that, but I glued it back on my Nuvo Deluxe, and you really can't tell, so yay. I wanted the car over further, like right next to that little piece coming up, and you really can, I mean, you can see it in person for sure, but you actually see it a little bit better in this camera light because of the way the light is shining. So, and again, I'm sorry for the glare and the craziness with the lights and the shadows. I'm hoping that my next scrappy space is going to be better lit. So I guess we'll see. So I decide to use this picture perfect as my title, and I decided to put it on that on that brown paper that I double matted that main picture. And so I get that down and I fussy cut that out, and it's got the same shade of orange and the same shade of teal that's in this paper pad, which I thought was fantastic. And so I get that over there as my title. It's got a little silver camera on it, which goes with the silver car up in the top corner. And then I'm trying to find something, like she has like a big ampersand and a floral in the bottom right of the picture. And I really want to use this stop sign. And luckily the word stop, of course the stop sign is red. I mean, what a crazy concept. But the word road on that little tag I've put in the bottom corner says on the road again. That word road is the same color as the stop sign. So I thought, okay, I can add this and it's no big deal, even though the word travel is almost like a maroon. It came off the same dang sticker sheet as the on the road again. You'd think they'd be the same color, red. Whatever, I don't care. But I'm really wanting to find a home for this yield, and I thought up here in the top left corner would be the best place, but I just was never happy. So I tried it like 3 or 4 different places. I do finally end up putting it up there and kind of covering the top left corner of that picture, and tilting it just a little bit, because I do like the concept of it being up here, but I just could not figure out exactly where I liked it. So I am happy with its placement. I wanted to bring that red up into the top corner instead of that maroon, so I felt like this was the best way to do that. So then I got these Mod Designs enamel dots. I don't know where I got them or how long I've had them. There's no date on here. They're not all that sticky anymore, but I put 3 in the places that she's got little buttons, and then I am inspecting my page. I will later put a little journaling down on the bottom, as well as the date of this lovely adventure, and you all will be seeing at least one other layout with this flat tire experience. So spoiler alert. So here is Laura Whitaker's sketch again. I am so excited. My plan is to post every day with the sketch of the day and my take on the sketch. It is so much fun. I would love for you all to go below to the description box and follow. There's a link to a playlist that Christy has created. And if I can figure out how to get my stuff on there, I'm going to get it there. If not, well, I hope you all find it and will share it with your friends. And if you like this video, I would love it if you'd give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love that too. And if you already are subscribed, thank you so very much. I am really loving these process videos and getting to create with you all. You all encourage me to scrap every single day. So I hope you have a great day and happy scrapping.